What's up everybody, welcome to Money Management channel. My name is Andrei and today I'm gonna be doing an update on MMTLP and FINRA saga.
I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life, gonna live it up.
And guys, for today's video I have a set of quite interesting news. I will prove my point of view that the most promising path to the resolution is through the litigation processes. And for now guys, I have more and more evidence that well, we have, you know that this case is extremely tricky. And right now I can show you that some people who are trying to push the narrative about the non-litigational path to the resolution were the same people who previously tried to pump the MMTLP shares. And well, I will explain you all the details, but believe me, it is really impressive. So, and before we dive deep into all of this, guys, please hit the like button for YouTube algorithm and drop me a line in the comment section if you think my videos are valuable for you. On top of that, if you want to know more about technical analysis, if you want to enhance your trading skills, feel free to subscribe to my YouTube channel and to join my Patreon account. And guys, to be honest, within the next couple of weeks I will remove a couple of tiers, low cost tiers. I will add much more perks, much more benefits for the safe haven tier and for the gold tier as well. And it is pretty much your last chance to join my Patreon with just $1 a day. And take a look, let me show you the sneak peek of my recent calls. Just yesterday, as you can see, I made this call on Netflix when the price of this asset was $1.227. It was at 1 a.m. And I told to my patrons that it is a new opportunity to short Netflix. Then, guys, I covered this price action in a live pretty much basis. And right here, I identified 3 price targets for Netflix. And we hit all of them. On top of that, I told to my patrons that they can put their stop-loss orders in green and try to ride the trend, because we can hit much lower price targets. And guys, less than 24 hours before this call, I made another call, and it was a call on GME. Take a look right here. Wait a second, I will show you first of all the exact call. It was made on June the 10th. And it was a short put butterfly. You can see that within just several days it became profitable, and it was about 10% profit on the initial investment. This means, guys, 2 out of 2 successful calls within just a couple of days, and that is why you can rely on my technical analysis and you can join my Patreon for the low prices, for at least for now. And let's begin with this tweet that was written by JunkSavvy. She wrote it just 7 hours ago in response to Dennis Neal's tweet. And she wrote, "Thank you so much, Dennis Neal, thank you so much for your continued support of the MMTLP Army's fight for transparency. The MMTLP fiasco would not exist if FINRA had not halted MMTLP 2 days before the published and promoted end of trading. Regulators conspired to protect the criminal enterprise, destroying our capital market integrity from the reckoning that would have unfolded on December the 9th and the 12th. They thought we would go away. We didn't. What is the share count?" And Dennis Neal published this tweet just 10 hours ago, and he wrote, "Coming up at 9 p.m. tonight and Sunday on Newsmax, Wise Guys with Johnny Tobacco. My update on MMTLP and the new bid ban naked short selling. And has the radical LGBTQ movement gone away too far?" And guys, it is, in my opinion, 3rd time in a row when Dennis Neal is pointing to the MMTLP problem, and I want to give a huge shout out to him because of his efforts. And definitely, guys, there is no bad publicity in this case. The only thing is matter that we have to attract more people and more eyes to this problem in order to push it forward. But guys, definitely for now I see a lot of let's say misunderstandings inside the MMTLP community, and potentially some people who previously were extremely active in MMTLP community, for now they are trying to hide themselves from fact that they have to be accountable for their actions. And I don't want to point to the particular people. You will definitely find it out within the next several weeks or maybe months, but the process has started. And let me show you quite interesting update again from JunkSavvy. This tweet is well, I will cover it probably a little bit later, but let me show you this. Again, in response to her own tweet, JunkSavvy added some additional information, and Rob Carter, basically this tweet I covered yesterday. And JunkSavvy pointed to the problem that some MMTLP community members are trying to discredit the actions of the people who are pursuing non-litigational path to the resolution. And Rob Carter, take a look right here, he wrote 15 hours ago, "I've been through this kind of attack myself." So let me first of all show you in details. He responded to Busy Brand's tweets, and Busy Brand wrote in response to JunkSavvy tweet. He wrote, "The shills will keep on shilling. The simple fact that they are still fighting us says it all to me. Thanks, Savvy, for all that you do every day for the MMTLP community." And Rob Carter wrote, I've invited your critics to a public debate on my show. It's been 48 hours and no response from the other side." And Busy Brands answered, "Mr. Carter, you are too kind using the name critics around here. We call them shills or XTDs." Nevertheless, it's amusing to observe how the keyboard warriors go silent, especially when you've offered them the very same stage to present their opposing arguments regarding the MMTLP fiasco. And Rob answered, "I've been through this kind of attack myself, so I invite the other side on my show and they never showed up. Let's see if No Fraud Retail is full of truth or full of crap." And guys, JunkSavvy also added this. We know this person very well. Thought she claims to be a shareholder for 920 plus days. She has attempted to paint fellow shareholders as violent, unhinged criminals, even falsely accused a shareholder of altering regulatory data at the behest of the CEO to pump a stock. And guys, this is, in my opinion, a proven fact that C-Plant cooked some reports related to the Orogrande Basin and the oil inside this Orogrande Basin. Has allegedly interfered in a congressional investigation. Threatens, and guys, allegedly is not the right word when you try to present facts. So, next one. Threatens fellow shareholders with SEC complaints and investigation. Consistently manipulates and lies about posts and public statements by shareholders seeking transparency. Well, again, quite interesting statement, but I will cover it a little bit later. Next one. Denies facts already acknowledged by FINRA. Next one. Claims to be a veteran, but consistently attacks veterans defrauded by the regulator and market participants. Has labeled the CEO as frauds, scammers, crooks, and grifters who were secretly funneling money. Next one. When NBH released PR regarding an investigation into defamation, harassment and tortious interference, she deleted approximately 25,000 of 32,000 posts, nearly all of which were negative toward her fellow shareholders, CEOs and investment. And this is 100% correct. I still don't know. And by the way, guys, if you don't know who is this person, it is SamanthaB, and I will cover her response to this tweet within just a couple of minutes. And yes, this statement is 100% correct. SamanthaB deleted a vast majority of her posts related to MMTLP story. So, next one. Tells the investors we are a waste of time, but is still here 2.5 years later, wasting her time. And this is also 100% correct. Now she has a new account regurgitating the same failed narratives. Yep, we know her very, very well. XTDs. And guys, she's talking, as I already mentioned, about Samantha, and here is the answer, Samantha's answer to JunkSavvy's tweet. She wrote, "JunkSavvy is losing it, attacking MMTLP shareholders for repeating the SEC fraud charges against her beloved CEOs. Please do a little research, Junk. The SEC accused Burda of secretly funneling money, not me. As always, I've included the documents in the link below." And she refers to just one bullet point of that she has labeled, Samantha has labeled the CEOs as frauds, scammers, crooks, and grifters who were secretly funneling money. And guys, Samantha added this note: "Attention, JunkSavvy. Burda caused Torchlight to begin secretly paying $20,000 a month. Burda did not publicly disclose these payments. Burda caused Torchlight to keep no records documenting why Torchlight paid stock support consultants from $3,000 to $5,000 per month plus warrants." And we know these facts from the lawsuit that was filed by SEC against John Burda, George Palikars, and Metamaterials. And I have to admit that, we don't have a judge's decision. We don't have this decision yet, and when we will have this decision, in this case, only in this case, we will be able to tell that John Burda is a scammer, is a crook and grifter, and so on and so forth. And until it happens, guys, we cannot do it. We cannot do it. We don't have any rights to do it. But I want to tell you, and guys, as you can see, I'm completely unbiased, and I want to show you both sides of the conflict, because for now it becomes even more interesting. And let me show you this again. This is the tweet. This is the document in the link below that Samantha added to her tweet. It is the link to the case of it is the official SEC website, and this is the case against the CEOs of NextBridge Hydrocarbons and former TRCH. Let me show you another quite interesting update. So, Samantha, again, in response to JunkSavvy's tweet in regards to John Burda's actions, wrote this. Wait a second. "Hey, John Burda, I demand an answer to this." And again, John Burda uses quite interesting tactics. He's, I would say, quite active in his actions to spread the information, but he answers only to the questions that are, that are not so tricky to his position. And here is one of the, let's say, shady parts of MMTLP community, and on the the biggest shareholders. So, MMTLP explained, on December 21st of 2022, NextBridge 8K states, "McCabe is the largest shareholder. He owns 12.8 million shares at this point." So, how did MMTLP, Will Stewart, own and transfer 17.8 million shares to AST? How did John Burda verify his shares? And the fact that Will Stewart owns or still owns a $17.8 million was John Burda. And here is the space call where we have this evidence. But at the same time, guys, take a look right here. This is the part. This is the screenshot of the NextBridge 8K statement that they filed on December 21st of 2022. And you can see that it was after the UD3 trading halt. This means all the shares were frozen in time, and the position probably is still here. So it says McCabe is the largest shareholder of the company's common stock. As such, the merger and note constitute related party transactions, which has been duly approved by the company's board of directors and audit committee. Let me show you further. Here is the number of shares of Greg McCabe. You can see that on November 18th, 2022, he had 19.6 million shares, but on January 23, 2023, he had only 12.826 million shares. He sold 6.7 million shares. And yes, he had all the rights to do this, but he didn't answer why did he do this, because if he knew that Next Bridge Hydrocarbons has 3.2 billion barrels of oil and the intrinsic value of the company is much bigger than let's say hundreds of dollars per share, why did he sell for just $10 per share, allegedly somewhere at $10 to $12 per share? It doesn't make sense. Next one, let me show you this. Here is the statement of Will Stewart that he made on December 15th of 2023, year after the U3 halt was implemented. He wrote, "Your broker-dealer is playing you if they are not electronically sent your registered shares to ST. All my 17.8 million shares were sent electronically to ST without fee. Don't get played, don't get scammed." So, and this means, guys, someone is lying again. And as I mentioned and as I showed you in one of my previous videos, that we have a lot of statements that people are lying inside the MMTLP community. And the majority of them, I would say, from non-litigational path to the resolution. And Will Stewart is the person who allegedly was the biggest shareholder, but this discrepancy makes me thinking that something is wrong with these statements. And so here is the part of the space call where you can clearly hear that John Burda confirmed these shares. And that is why, guys, I have another question to John Burda. Why did he verify the shares of Will Stewart at the same time that this statement contradicts to the official statement of NBH? Another quite shady part of this story. So let me show you further. Well, in response to the call to action of JunkSavvy to answer, not JunkSavvy, but Rob Carter to come to his podcast and answer tricky questions, we have this response. So Jennifer Vitrana wrote this. Rob Carter tried to invite Squatch, but Jennifer Vitrana wrote this 11 hours ago. Ocelot said he would attend your, the Rob Carter show if you did it on Twitter. So, quite interesting condition, but at least one person answered to this call to action. And let me show you quite interesting tweets from Ocelot himself. He answered to Aaron Chow. And guys, this is very important statement that explains the point of view of Ocelot. So Aaron Chow wrote, "I think the part that should have been communicated in plain English well in advance was that there wouldn't be any trading after December the 8th. You would have saved FINRA a lot of grief, even though there was no actual point to trades after December the 8th anyway." And Ocelot responded, "I agree. I don't think FINRA is 100% blameless here. Things could have been handled much better. Definitely should handle things like this better going forward." And guys, we know that because of the tricky language that was used by FINRA in the official statements, a lot of, I would say the majority of broker-dealers stated in their private messages to the MMTLP shareholders that they would be able to sell their shares till December the 12th. But then U3 halt was implemented and everyone was trapped. We know that even the head of OTC markets said it in the live interview, and we all saw this interview basically multiple times. And let me quote you further. Ocelot also wrote this. Wait a second, I will show you the tweet that he answered to. Again, Wait a second. Southern Oracle wrote this. It was a hot mess. I thought we had 2 more days, and she refers to the trading days of back in the days on December of 2022. A lot of folks did. It would have helped to have executives talk about final trading dates, since Burda was so effing chatty already. And Ocelot answered, I understand that. Between the people in apparent positions of authority giving the wrong dates and the rampant misinformation about it on social media, I will never bash someone for not getting it at the time. But 2 years later, the benefit of hindsight and many explanations. Well, again, I have to admit that this type of allegations, who made the false statements and who started it, could lead us to quite interesting conclusions. But at the same time, we have more and more connections of the people who are trying to pursue non-litigational path to the resolution with the with the connections of the people who promoted, heavily promoted MMTLP shares back in the days. And this is another huge question mark. So let me show you a response of Scott Trott in regards to JunkSavvy's tweet. And he wrote, she said 1209 had no impact, but calling attention to Wes Christian's numerous conflicts in the media bankruptcy sure did have him give up representing NBH, though he did tell the federal judge in Texas that he was withdrawing for appearances' sake. Funny how this Space Queen Bimbo always has Wes's talking points handy every day too, as does Garcia. They're all in on it, all dirty, and her share purchase on December the 6th of 2022 of MMTLP has all the order of the placeholder to give her street cred on this space called bombast. In the same way, Karma Collects and Busy Brands who work together use their supposed ownership of MMTLP to justify their existence. Neither owns shares in MMTLP. Both refuse to challenge to supply publicly signed affidavits testifying to their brokerage and the share count and date purchased, and that they are currently retained. So guys, in my opinion, all these facts, all this news, they lead me to the conclusion that we have just one path to the resolution, through the litigation processes. And let me show you some updates in regards to these processes. In Matthew Peace versus Securities and Exchange Commission case, we have a new filing under the docket number 60. Just yesterday it was filed a response in opposition to motion. Unfortunately, I cannot tell you who filed this opposition because it didn't appear on Pace Monitor. Let me refresh this page. No, we don't have this information yet. The same document was filed on Daniel Spears versus Securities and Exchange Commission case, response in opposition to motion. And again, we don't have any updates in this site. Next one, the update that I wanted to show you yesterday. In Contic Wilcott versus Securities and Exchange Commission, we have a new filings that were made 2 days ago. Order on motion for extension of time to file and set a reset answer deadline. And here is the new deadline that. Let me quote it for you. Text order granting 78 unopposed motion for extension of time to file it is ordered that defendant Securities and Exchange Commission shall answer or otherwise respond to plaintiff's second amended complaint by July 14th, 2025. And this means, guys, we have another update, another deadline for SEC to see their answer in this Wilcott versus Securities and Exchange Commission case. So again, in my opinion, despite all the rumors, despite all the noise that we have on the table that is surrounding the MMTLP case, the only people who are working hard to push this case forward are the people who have an active lawsuit. And we have, I believe, about 10 to 12 people and 10 to 12 lawsuits, including Scott Trott's lawsuit and Daniel Oxor lawsuit, and his upcoming lawsuit that he will file, I believe, within the next couple of weeks in the state of Florida District Court. So I think that's all information that I want to provide you. If you like my video, please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel with notification bell, and see you guys and girls next time. Bye.
I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life, gone live it up on the attack. Baby, I'm bad, I just wanna